I haven't been live in a while. I've almost forgot what I used to do at the start of the stream. Tip and intro. Welcome back to the stream. So, um, the interesting thing about today is that, believe it or not, I had a cooking competition exactly 3 days ago. A chili cooking competition to be precise at my office, and well, let's just say I brought a torture device in the name of chili, and I enjoyed it. I can show the clip because of I don't wanna show you guys where I work. And also, I don't want people who are the judges to, be aware of their reactions in the future. They should enjoy what they're doing. That's my main point. So, coming back to the point. There you go. So, finally doing the event. Now, I know some of you will be like, Raj, it's too late. It's like literally a few hours are left before that. I didn't get the time, okay? And also the fact that my AC is broken is adding to that. So, my AC has been broken for 3 days. Trying to get that repaired. Before that, well, my headache got worse. And the medicine I was taking started to react weirdly. So, recently changed the medicine for headache. Can't say I'm feeling much better, but like, I feel good enough to be able to stream. That's all I want to say. And I also know some of you who don't like animo as an element, thinking what type of messed up party this is that I have. To that I would like to say, try it. You don't know how strong sucrose is until she is, well, actually in the act. So, with that, am I alive? Because it... Oh. No, I see what's my device was. So... You just gotta wait for the preview to load apparently because, I don't have any other way to know whether the stream is working. And sometimes I like this accent, sometimes I don't. Also, I thought this would be a good start, for the stream. So I recently found this cave with like 15 chests. And, well, honestly couldn't believe myself the first time I found it. That's why I'm putting it on stream. So if you guys know what this is, let me know in the chat. Or the comments if you're watching this on YouTube, because I have no bloody clue where this is. All I know is that it is something related to those Aranara. The biggest quest in the whole of Sumeru. But let's see. Come on. Pipes.
What was that? Oh, it's gone. Can I go take a look?
Okay. Hear myself. I'll assume that's good enough. So this is where I found like around 15 chests.
One. I stumbled upon lab supplies as often.
Two. I counted them twice to make sure they are 15, but like, this is the best way to know whether you have 15 chests or not. Open them. 3, 4. Seems like this chest cannot be opened. Okay. 5? No. So the chests are gonna be here, but I cannot open them. Here.
Chests appearing out of thin air? This needs research.
Gonna have to look this up, I guess. Okay, so I can't open this one. Can't open this one because there is a hand sign instead of a chest sign. I guess. I will figure this part out and open this chest. Oh, now I remember. This is the 76 Aranara quest. I need to find 76 Aranaras to make sure all the 15 chests are open. Damn it. This is gonna take a lot of time, which I don't have for today, so let's get to this point. Receiver of friends from afar. Since I've cooked recently. I mean, to be honest, in the name of cooking, I just used 5 ingredients to make one sauce, 5 ingredients to make another sauce, and just added a kind of khakra slash roti that has fruits in it to make sure people don't get bored. You know, relief food. That's how you do it.
Now hiring. Urgently seeking one temporary chef willing to pay top Mora, salary negotiable.
Oh my god, that's me.
Look, Traveler, an urgent hiring notice and they're paying top Mora too! Oh, Paimon likes the sound of that.
Strange, why do you need a new chef?
You're right, it is strange. Do you think something happened to Yenshao? Cause that guy barely lets anyone ever set foot in his kitchen. Doesn't exactly seem like the type to hire help. The notice says interested parties should go upstairs and talk to the innkeeper Huayan. Should we go and see what's up? Well, that. And to check up on Yanxiao, of course.
Boss, there's really no need for this. It's just a little burn, that's all. It won't get in the way of my work.
Oh. So that's what happened.
Perhaps not, but continuing to work will only hinder your recovery. You need to rest for a few days. We'll figure something out.
So you burned yourself.
Huayan! Yanxiao!
Oh? Traveler and Paimon! What brings you to this neck of the woods?
Well, believe it or not, we saw your poster downstairs, then we teleported upstairs to meet you.
And we decided to come check up on Yanxiao.
I knew we shouldn't have posted that notice. It's really nothing to worry about. I'm fine. I swear.
How kind of you. My thanks to you both. And thanks on Yanxiao's behalf too. There's nothing to be embarrassed about, Yanxiao. Just tell them what happened.
Oh, all right. Well, basically, we had a lot of guests pouring in for the lantern ride. Things got busy, I started rushing, and I ended up accidentally burning my hand while plating a dish.
Timeline. Interesting. I never thought they would, use timeline basis in the event storylines. It's interesting.
Well, you know what they say. Play with fire long enough and you're bound to get burned. Even the best chefs slip up sometimes. Anyway, it's nothing, just a tiny burn. I can still...
Now, I don't want you pushing yourself. You'll only make it worse, and then you'll be looking at more than just a couple of days off to recover.
But the lantern ride's only just finished, and we're still getting tons of guests. Now's not a good time for me to rest. Plus, lots of the guests are visiting from other nations. We can't just bring in some random chef off the street. We have a reputation to uphold. I refuse to let someone else ruin the good name we've made for ourselves here.
What about us?
Listen to you. Anyone would think that you're the boss and not me.
Lol, lol, lol.
But he's not wrong. Yan Xiao was one of the favorites in the Masterful Chefs tournament. No matter how you look at it, his are big boots to fill.
I don't mean to boast, but any chef of my caliber probably has their own restaurant to look after. It's not going to be easy to find someone who's got the skills and has the time to help us out.
Looks like we might have to increase the pay we're offering even further.
Do we know anyone that's a good chef and has the time to help out? Oh, of course, you!
Oh, right! Yes. Now I think about it, I do recall hearing good things about your cooking ability. I suppose I'd added you to my mental list of people who can hold their own in a combat situation, but forgot you can cook.
What? Is this what? How did you forget about my cooking?
Why are you even keeping a mental list of people who can fight?
Maybe a story for another time.
What?
More importantly, I'm sure Yan Xiao would be comfortable leaving his kitchen in your hands, if anyone's. What do you think, Yan Xiao?
Well, since it's you, I suppose that's better than anyone else.
What do you think, Traveler? Should we do it?
Well,
I should warn you that cooking for customers is quite a different ballgame from cooking for yourself, so I'll stick around the kitchen over the next few days to help smooth things over.
yeah.
Oh, so he's not leaving the kitchen after all?
I believe there's some spare kitchenware here at the inn. Boss, would you mind?
Of course. I'll take care of it.
What?
Whew. All done. Come, take a look. This was made with your measurements in mind.
That's interesting.
It's nothing. A little handicraft and elbow grease goes a long way. All right, Yan Xiao. I'll leave you to take it from here.
You really went to all the trouble of building a new stovetop? What was wrong with the original? Boy, you really hate when people touch your stuff, huh?
Definitely.
No, it's nothing like that. As boss always says, hire who you trust and trust who you hire. I just thought the original setup might be a little, tall for you. Anyway, as I was saying, cooking for guests is different from cooking for yourself. Not only do you have to execute on taste, aroma, and appearance, but you also need to ensure speed, precision, and consistency.
Makes sense.
Having the right equipment is a big part of that. Ill-suited equipment doesn't just make the job more tiring, it also slows you down. and paying customers don't have unlimited patience. Sometimes cooking is all about being well prepared. That's how you ensure speed.
Okay, and what about precision and consistency?
Precision all comes down to using your eyes. Where to slice into a particular cut of meat, how much oil to use, how to tell when a dish is done cooking. When you cook for yourself, you can always add salt if it's too bland or add water if it's too salty. You can tweak the taste as you go, but in a restaurant, there's not that much room for trial and error.
Okay, Shifu, what else?
Worst case scenario, Paimon can deal with any subpar dishes by making sure they get properly disposed of.
The final thing you have to focus on is consistency. You have to be able to handle the most challenging orders with the same level of technique and skill as the easiest ones. This is particularly important when you have guests from all over, each with their own tastes and preferences. You have to cater to their own dietary needs while also giving them the opportunity to enjoy our local delicacies.
This last point is making Paimon's head spin.
Don't worry. Matter of fact, someone as well-traveled as you may even have a better handle on it than me once you get started. And of course, I'll be around to help you over the next few days. I don't think we'll have any trouble making all our guests feel right at home.
I have a bad feeling about this, guys.
There's no time to lose, so let's get started. I imagine you probably have a good handle on the cooking side of things already. What you need to pay attention to is remembering each table's order. Try not to get them mixed up.
Oh, Paimon's memory is like a steel trap. This is gonna be a cinch. Which ticket are we on again? Table 1 was onions, but no chilies. Table 2 was chilies, but no onions. And table 3 was, table 3 was chilies, but hold the chilies?
Paimon's brain is broken at this point.
Was Paimon just sleep floating?
Yeah.
We didn't even get a break in the middle. Paimon's brain has turned to mush. Is it always this busy here?
No, but this is peak season. You both did a mighty fine job for your first time serving guests at the inn.
Even though I did nothing.
Luckily, all our customers were familiar faces this time around, so we didn't get any strange requests. Otherwise, today would have been even more challenging.
No strange request? Someone asked for almond tofu drizzled in soy sauce. Even Paimon has never tried that combination.
It's a wide world out there. People have all kinds of different tastes. Being able to cater to all is the real essence of Liyue cuisine. Also,
Makes
the thing
sense.
about requests is that they're usually very specific. So as long as you do what they asked, you're unlikely to have any issues. What's really tricky is when guests give you free rein to do anything you want.
Yeah. That's what I was worried about in the cooking competition as well.
Excuse me. Are you still open by any chance?
Don't you?
Paimon knows that voice. Let's go check it out.
What should we do? It
The
doesn't
Fotui
look like
family.
anyone's here. If only we'd gotten here a bit sooner.
It's all right. If we start building a campfire now, we'll be eating before too long.
Right. Besides, if anyone's to blame, it's Linny. So busy being a greedy culture vulture that he lost track of time.
Linny
Paimon? So, is the Traveler here?
Hmm.
Traveler Paimon! What a nice surprise!
Paimon was gonna say the same thing! We're just lending a helping hand at the inn. Anyway, so that's how we ended up here. What about you guys? Don't tell us. Father sent you on another mission?
No, quite the opposite, actually. We're in Liyue on vacation, and while we're here, I thought a cultural tour might be in order.
Father said we deserve some rest after everything that happened recently. Otherwise, it could jeopardize our next mission.
Okay.
It's not every day we get this kind of opportunity. Lenny thought it might be fun to spend some time in Liyue, especially since it's Lantern Rite season.
And the cultural tour you
We
mentioned.
could hardly pass up the opportunity to watch a Liyue-style magic show. Although, I think they call it conjuring here.
In our time here, we've seen conjuring tricks incorporated into a Liyue opera show, and even a wushu dance.
Yeah, that was
It
amazing.
was amazing.
I have to say, Gaming is not. I don't like Gaming as a character per se, but in lore wise, especially his wushu dancing, I love that.
So, we decided to stay here for a few more days to see what other forms of inspiration this land might have in store for us. We visited Granny Roshin in Chingsa village not long ago, and today we continued our cultural tour in the area around here.
In the
Okay.
end, though, we lost track of time. We haven't even eaten anything yet.
And speaking of eating, as you know, seafood is a big part of both Liyue and Fontaine cuisine, but it's cooked very differently here.
So
We simply had to try some local seafood after coming all this way. That's another reason why we decided to extend our trip.
just say the word, I'll make it.
Oh, need any recommendations? What have you tried?
That fish one with the misleading name. Sounds bland, but it's drowning in hot chili.
Oh, you mean blackback perch soup? You're right, the name doesn't give much away.
It looked and smelled so appetizing that Lynette took a huge mouthful, blissfully unaware that she was about to set her mouth on fire. She could barely speak for the rest of the day after that.
Luckily, that wasn't a huge adjustment for her.
What? Aren't you guys hungry too?
Yes, a little.
Yes, I'm ready to eat. Traveler, I'm afraid we'll have to send you back to the kitchen now. Good question. I doubt we'll be able to decipher the menu, so why don't you recommend something? You should be pretty familiar with our tastes.
We haven't even had a single bite. No, we shared some food, but those were rations. We had to share what our favorite manga is.
One more thing. Please, if you have a heart, don't make it spicy.
I don't. Okay, so something that's spicy beyond, because I've recently done chili competition. Spicy beyond measure and seafood. What do you say, seafood?
Fontaine, huh? No wonder they can't handle too much spice. Still, if we make the food too bland, they might as well be eating back home.
What do you recommend?
There's this crab and shrimp stir fry I know that could work. It's quite heavily seasoned, but it's a lot milder than it looks. It has a light but really satisfying flavor.
Ooh,
Well, this is where it gets interesting. They call it the Palace Jewels.
Of
The
course.
crab roe is supposed to look like pearls of gold, and the shrimp meat like chunks of jade.
Interesting.
Here's the recipe. When you're ready, go ahead and give it a try.
Ow. Okay. Got it, boss. After you're mixing, when you hold the button to mix the boss, like. Got it. I'll need to experiment on Lynette first before I can do anything. Okay. Oh, damn up, surely. Oh, fudge. I didn't even look at the ingredients. Okay. Press on the right moment. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm not even able to see out my character. Okay. Huh. Detail shrink. This is fluid. Preparation wise, at least. Oh. Okay. Got it. There you go. Meat with paste of taint. Okay. His face showed the exact freaking reaction. He wasn't expecting it. Good. Well, let's be honest. So what ornaments? Oh yeah. Right. Glassing. Instead of this, I would love to have this here. Unbridled joy, stable balance. Brilliant lotus. Finchy cake looks good. Lynette would love it. Not because she is a cat or something, but she cannot handle spicy food. Wait, is this a spicy cake?
Sorry for the wait. This dish is called the Palace Jewels. Enjoy.
Yes. We meant to say, you two must be tired after a long day of work. Do you want to eat with us?
Yeah.
Oh, now that you mention it, Paimon is a little hungry. Well, if you insist, then who are we to refuse? Oh, right, of course. You're still our customers. Why aren't you eating?
I just noticed I brought French cake.
The sauce looks a little overpowering.
According to Liyue custom, it's probably good table manners to let someone else go first.
Lol. Bye bye, Lynette.
Looks delicious, traveler. I guess I'll dig in first. Here goes.
What is it? Do you need some water?
No, it's delicious. The flavor is so pure. It's drenched in sauce, but somehow it just enhances the natural flavor of the seafood. Try it for yourselves.
What is that? Crab roe?
Yep, you have quite the palate, Lynette.
No wonder it pairs so well with the shrimp meat. I've never seen it prepared this way before.
According to the creator, chewy crab complements succulent shrimp, making a spectacular seafood ensemble with a succulent flavor and luscious mouthfeel. The crab roe glitters like pearls of gold, and the shrimp shines like chunks of jade. Hence its name, the Palace Jewels.
So that's where the name comes from. Huh. I suppose it's quite fitting then.
Was Paimon always this well-spoken?
This dish must be right up your alley, Lynette.
It's half gone already? When did that happen?
I heard that in Liyue, the biggest compliment you can pay to the chef is to leave a clean plate. It's delicious. Thank you ever so much.
Wait, don't fight over it! Hey, leave some for Paimon! Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
This could be an obstacle for Pantaloon.
Lynette's not usually so forthcoming about what she likes. But this time, well, she's expressed it in more ways than one. I guess you've rubbed off on her too. Or maybe your cooking is simply too delicious to resist.
Probably the second one.
The next time our paths cross in Fontaine, you'll have to fire up your cooking skills for my other siblings as well. How does that sound, oh great master chef?
What did you say, oh great magician?
Oh yeah? Well then, I'll have to clear my schedule.
Wait, where's Lynette?
I think I'm finally getting the hang of chopsticks.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah. Well, Linny and Lynette picked it up in no time, but they're naturally dexterous. Unlike me, it's taken me a lot longer, but I'm slowly getting there.
Don't worry, don't worry. It takes time.
Oh, speaking of chopsticks, in one of the shows we've seen here, someone performed a conjuring trick using a bowl and chopsticks. So, if I want to be a good magician's assistant, I need to keep practicing.
Okay.
Calorie surplus detected. Digestion mode engaged.
Oh. Catherine? Why are you looking like Lynette, Catherine?
Yeah. Well, Lenny and I are usually careful about what we eat because we have to stay in performance shape. That, plus it's generally bad manners to overindulge at the dinner table.
Oh, don't worry about it.
But once in a while, it's nice to treat yourself in the company of family.
Sure.
Besides, if I'd waited until my brothers were finished trying to out-polite each other, the food would have gone cold.
I can see that happening. There's a sentence for it. Okay, so Smiley.
So your friends like the dish, huh? Well done. Not bad at all for your first day on the... There'll be more to come, so keep it up.
Thanks, bro. Let's do it. Day 2. I think I had balanced recipe. Pretty sure I did, but like, I don't want to be too sure about it. So, I kind of like this. It's just that this doesn't look at all like what I saw. What happened to being thoughtful? I guess it went down the drain. At least Sucrose is with me. Let's see. Good. And the I'm probably dead tired that I'll just sleep in the kitchen only. Okay.
Morning. The boss tells me that both new and returning customers have nothing but good things to say about you. I have to admit, I was a little worried about throwing you right into the deep end, but it looks like you've got what it takes to handle the day-to-day here. So it
Thanks.
should be plain sailing. Well, just as long as I don't run into any extremely picky customers with unreasonably specific requests.
He just had to mention an unreasonable customer with a very specific request. Well, we are jinxed.
Oh, have you had someone like that before?
Of course! The worst are those old scholars who have barely cooked a day in their life, but think reading a stack of books on the topic makes them the expert. They criticize you for no reason, claiming your cooking method isn't faithful to the original, or that the flavor profile isn't authentic because you used an ingredient that wasn't in their beloved centuries-old version of the recipe.
This is Wang Shuin. It does have the look and feel of a time-honored establishment.
Haru-san.
Oh, innkeeper! We'll have each of your signature dishes, please, as fast as you can serve them. The most expensive ones.
You guys do know she's like at least 100 years old. Not saying anything about age, but like, I know she's picky. Beyond picky.
Farzan! Oops, Madam Farzan.
Oh
I'm
my!
stuck in my...
Traveler, Paimon, whatever are you doing here?
We could ask you the same thing! Where'd you suddenly get the funds to go sightseeing? And to order the most expensive things on the menu?
I'm not here to sightsee. Exemplary scholars like myself are highly sought after by cruise operators in need of an onboard consultant as they travel the world.
Let me guess. Dora. But who else?
Madam Farzan.
Of course, her
Please.
assistant.
Slow down.
Lala.
None of us slept last night. How come Madam Farzan still has so much energy? If she's really over 100 years old, I don't understand how she keeps going.
Lala looks worse, like way worse than before.
It's all my fault. She's been like this ever since I told her I'd be paying the expenses.
Dora. Why? Sorry, Dory, what?
Layla! And Dory? Huh. Never would have bet on this combination.
Temporary chef, huh? Wow. No rest for the wicked. Well, if the chef here is trusting you to run his whole kitchen, then I've got no doubt we're in for some authentic Liyue specialties.
So, why are you all in Liyue again? Something about being an onboard consultant?
I got my hands on a new boat from Fontaine a while ago, equipped with cutting-edge navigation technology. If we manage to spread the word, it could have huge business potential.
Dory. Being Dory.
Right now, we're doing some test runs. We sailed from Port Ormos to Rito, then from Rito to Liyue Harbor. Next, we're planning to go to Dornman Port.
Oh, Madame Farazan and me were hired to fine-tune the compass and other equipment. We sailed around the Sea of Clouds all of last night to put the system through some stress testing.
Sounds like an illegal overtime.
Overtime for which they'll both be fairly compensated. They're both here willingly. The contract is crystal clear on that.
Okay, they are under contract. That's problematic.
You really cover all your bases, don't you? Let Paimon guess. Paying the expenses is part of the compensation, isn't it? No wonder Madame Farazan is going for all the most expensive dishes.
It's not every day someone tells you to order whatever you like. Now, first up, we'll have the... Farazan, Madame Farazan, that is. While I am more than happy to treat you both to the most expensive dishes on the menu, we must remember that most expensive does not always mean best.
In our restaurant, most expensive is the best.
I've heard that the most expensive dishes in Liyue are usually either seafood-based or take an exceptionally long time to prepare.
It takes a very short amount of time. The ingredients are already marinating. We just need to put them together and present to you in the most, artistically aligned and aesthetically flavored manner.
Now, I don't know about you two, but after so many days at sea, I don't think I can so much as look at another piece of seafood again for at least the foreseeable future. Huh. That's actually a good point.
So we'll give you the best dish that is the most expensive dish that is not a seafood, shall we?
Not to mention that poor Layla here looks like she's about to faint from hunger.
Or lack of sleep?
Huh? Oh, that's not because of hunger.
Surely the wise and virtuous Madame Farazan could not bear to watch her poor students sit here and waste away. Oh, well, of course I care about my students' well-being, but why do I feel like I'm being tricked? So, let's not order anything that'll take too long to prepare. Aside from that and seafood, we'll take whatever other expensive dishes you have. Over to you, traveler.
Bring out the cookie.
This could be an obstacle.
I mean, by the time the dish is gonna be on the plate, it's gonna cost around 10,000 million. It's gotta make sure of that.
So, expensive, but no seafood, and nothing that takes too long to cook. That rules out pretty much our entire menu. Do these people get a kick out of being impossible to please?
Ugh, that Dory! Is she doing this on purpose?
A bit more actually.
This isn't Lioli Pavilion or Xinhua Kiosk. This is Wangshu Inn. We don't stock up on rare and exotic ingredients. We only get them in if someone puts in a special reservation. Well, if we're stuck with regular ingredients and we're on a time limit, there's only one way to bump up the price. And that's by cooking a dish that uses the chef's expertise and creativity to the fullest.
Yes.
As it happens, I know a recipe for something called trembling strings and rushing reeds. It can be whipped up quickly with what we already have in the kitchen. One plate usually goes for 30,000 mora.
What the? What did you just say?
30,000? But if it's quick to make and isn't fancy, what exactly makes it so special?
Quick doesn't have to mean quick and easy. To perfect this dish, you need expert knife work and very precise control over the heat.
It's a dish from one of those webtoons I was reading where the main character has the ability to control magic and is a very good chef while he is a very good magician and he uses magic to cook, I guess. It was something along those lines.
You have to finely slice several different types of meat into fine threads, knead them together into strips, then gently stir-fry them in the pan. What you end up with is a whole variety of flavors that come through layer by layer.
I only eat chicken, so not a dish for me, but sounds good.
This dish is unique in offering a harmonious blend of multiple kinds of meat, all cooked to perfection, while still bursting with their own distinct do it right, and you've got a culinary masterpiece in your hands. But if you botch it, it's just a bunch of meat thrown on a plate.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! So this dish gets its value not from the ingredients, but the chef's expertise!
You think I'll be able to do it?
Don't worry. I can take care of the kneading and other prep work for you. You just focus on bringing it all together.
Okay, boss.
Believe in yourself. You can do this! And if you mess it up, Paimon will still be happy to eat it.
Okay. 70 hours later. Damn. This is exactly the amount of ingredients, like variety wise, that I used to make the two sauces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I made two sauces, each having 5 ingredients. So this is right up. The same thing, I guess. Ouch. Great. Okay. I really wish I chose only Lumine, but whatever. Okay. There you go. Oh. What? Let's say I've been at sea for a while. I like to show them plants. And given that it's pure meat, I'd like to give them something like a tea to balance it out. Actually, yeah, this is, yeah, golden plate.
smells delightful. Oh, we meant to ask, have you two eaten breakfast yet? If not, why don't you join us at the table?
You're paying for Dory. And also, cost 330,000 Mora. And besides that, have you seen the presentation? Give us a tip of another 30,000 Mora.
Did Dory just offer us a free meal? When did she become...
Let's not forget that the biggest business deals are always settled over a meal. Come on, come on, come on. Sit down and join us. Everyone, dig in.
What are you up to?
This dish looks simple enough. And I did my research, so surely it can't cost all that much. Worst case scenario, maybe 10,000 Mora?
30.
This dish had better be worth working overtime all night for. Well, traveler, this is the moment of truth.
Oh, so tired. So sleepy. I just want to eat up and get to bed.
I mean, thanks for following. ADV Johnny. And, well, welcome to the channel. I guess Laila's reaction is Namaste, Namaste. I think Laila ka jo reaction है, that is the most familiar reaction for me because मैं यही सोच के हमेशा अपना डिनर और लंच कर रहा होता हूँ.
Is this foul? Oh, wait. No, the texture is more like shroom boar.
अरे जो लैला का रिएक्शन है वो मेरा रिएक्शन है. तो मेरा क्या, मैं जब भी खाना खा रहा होता हूँ मुझे बहुत नींद आती है खाना खाने पर. तो मजे से जितनी बार भी मैं अपना खाना मतलब प्लेट पे खाना आता है उसी टाइम पे मेरे दिमाग में ये चल रहा होता है तो भाई खाऊंगा. वो अलग बात है लैला का रिएक्शन दूसरे वे में कि she is actually sleep deprived. Like insomnia times 100 defines her.
There's a different flavor in every bite. And the discerning palate might detect a hint of something smoked, too. Quite marvelous. How is this made?
I mean, don't ask.
Ham? But I don't see any ham anywhere. Oh.
Haha! So you've noticed? Yep, every single strip is kneaded from several different kinds of meat. Paimon and Yanxiao put in a lot of effort to make it just right.
उसका रोज कर नहीं सकते. इनकी आवाज में जो फीलिंग है अच्छी.
So I'm not an expert or anything, but don't different meats have different cooking times? How is everything in this dish cooked to perfection?
Ask Chef Ma.
Well, you see, that's a trade secret.
Some special cooking
Wow.
techniques.
So this dish really is one of a kind. That makes the whole trip worth it. By the way, does this special dish have a name?
I forgot the name.
Paimon forgot to mention that part. The dish is called Trembling Strings and Rushing Reeds, alluding to the way that the different threads of meat are woven together. And also,
The complex layers of flavor, yes? Akin to the harmonies of a musical ensemble?
Hey Bhagwan. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry.
The name, if I'm not mistaken, is a Leo idiom that evokes a vigorous orchestral performance featuring both stringed and wind instruments playing together. Quite an apt name for this dish.
That's a scholar for you, but बहुत ही apt description था ये. Well, she's a scholar, duh, and she's 100 years old, duh.
Every student has to master at least 20 languages before they graduate. Wait, is that not a requirement anymore?
Paruzan, that was a requirement 100 years ago. Hey, Bhagavan.
Huh? Oh, that used to be a thing?
Layla is gonna die of hope.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot that you're also from Haravatat.
So, anyway, how much does this dish cost?
30,000 mora.
Oh, don't worry, not too much. That'll be 30,000 more, please and thank you.
Okay, I'm taking a screenshot of this face. I really need it for my shot. Yes.
30,000? About that, Paimon, traveler, I merely invited you to join us at the table, did I not? I don't believe I committed to paying for you.
That's why I didn't touch the food.
So, perhaps we could split the bill accordingly?
Oh, Paimon knew it was too good to be true.
Ah, okay. 30,000 mora surely isn't an outrageous amount. Come on. I mean, देखो एक्चुअली जो डिश की प्राइस है ना, मैं 50 रखता, ये भी 30,000 पर है, और टिप अलग से अपनी टिप भी होनी चाहिए.
Yeah, as a famous merchant, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Oh my god.
But every single mora matters, you know?
Sorry, Doreen.
Alright. I'll just consider that the cost of learning about this dish.
Yes. And about the contracts.
Once I'm back in Sumeru, I'll be sure to find someone to help me recreate the dish. And then I'll make it all back.
How did she get Electro as a vision? Raiden showed it with a zero knowledge in it. Sorry, what are you doing?
Now, how should I justify a high price tag for a dish without any fancy ingredients? Maybe start by giving it a fancy sounding name?
I mean, Dory or Layla, because Dory is like technically बच्ची है, उसको पैसे से बहुत ज़्यादा प्यार है, but Layla जो वो actually insomnia, split personality, overworked, और अगर ये कम नहीं था तो apparently हर जगह पर हेल्प करने के लिए रेडी रहने वाली इंसानों में से. सो बहुत बुरी हालत है बेचारी की.
I should have known you'd see through me. Everyone was exhausted and seasick when I made the offer last night, so I figured they probably wouldn't be able to eat all that much today. Well, you saw how that turned out.
बहुत तेज है, बहुत तेज.
I tried placing some limitations on the order to keep costs under control, but you still found a way around my schemes. That's what I get for not thoroughly researching the market beforehand.
I mean, अच्छा है दूसरे रेस्टोरेंट में नहीं गई, पानी के 30,000 मोर मांग रहे थे 5 स्टार में तो.
Heck, you're not even paying those too much of a salary. Just treat them fairly next time and don't be so stingy.
That was a good one.
Well, yeah, but that's why Paimon's qualified to talk about this.
I mean, अगर अपनी पॉकेट से पेमेंट बचा रही है तो हाँ तब ऐसी चाहिए, लेकिन और अगर बिजनेस माइंडेड है इतनी अच्छी तो हाँ, लेकिन अगर पैसे गवा रही है तब तो नहीं, तब तो नहीं. Okay, Bella.
I feel so much better now that I've gotten some food in me. Delicious food really does wonders for one's spirits.
Oh. Ah,
My advisor said that young people shouldn't stay cooped up in the academia all the time. They told me that I should take the chance to get out and see the stars in other skies.
I think he probably meant stop doing other people's work.
Maybe I can think of it as my first internship experience. But it sure is exhausting.
Very. But आंखों के डार्क सर्कल थोड़े से लाइट हुए हैं. So yeah, food did wonders. Okay, Farazan, what do you have? Are you reading an old language to remind yourself of the old times?
Even though I didn't get to try Adeptus Temptation or Bamboo Shoot Soup, this trembling strings and rushing reeds was still quite impressive. Thank you for making it.
I know.
Well, about that, even though newfangled contraptions are hardly my cup of tea, Dory's offer was quite enticing.
Okay.
She said that every time we stopped at a new harbor, I'd be free to go and pick out some ancient books at the market and bring them back to Sumeru.
That's irresponsible from Dory's side, because ancient books cost a lot. Some even go to millions.
I couldn't resist an offer like that. So I offered to join for the lowest possible pay to undercut all my Ksharawar competitors.
Interesting. Okay.
We're off to a good start this morning. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, just
Counting
2
on
more
you.
days. Just 2 more days and you will be healed. फिर खाना रुलाना स्पेशल बंद हो जाएगा. Okay, trembling strings and rushing reeds. So bad. बहुत मुश्किल का काम हो
I
जाता
haven't
है
been out in a while.
कभी. Yep. Next day. Okay. Let's start actually. मतलब अभी तक मजा आ रहा है, but टक्कर क्या होगा उसका मेन इश्यू है, क्योंकि अभी फॉन्टेन सुमेरु आई थिंक अब लियुए या नहीं इनाजुमा आना चाहिए, इनाजुमा में से कोई, फिर मॉन्स्टर. दैट्स माय अजम्पशन, क्योंकि लियुए से आए जरूरी नहीं है, बट आई मीन लियुए ये लोग जोंगली डाल देंगे. Thank you. Is it okay if I call you Johnny, by the way?
Morning. Time to fire up the stove for another day of customers. Thanks again.
Okay. Hitter on.
Great work. Well, you're looking more like a head chef every day. Whatever crazy characters come walking through that door, I know you'll be able to handle them.
Hey. सब बोल रहा है. Last time बोला था फरूजान आ गई थी, अब कौन आएगा?
Wait, no! Every time you say something like that, you jinx it!
देखा, even Paimon realized it.
Hey, that's not true. Anyway, I didn't mean it like that.
अरे आप बताओ आपको क्या बोला जाए सर आपको क्योंकि हर बार आपको एडीवी जाने तो नहीं बोल सकता तो वो थोड़ा ज्यादा हो जाएगा आप बताओ कोई निकनेम अच्छा सा आपके लिए मैं रोना चाहता
Dude, what up, bro? I didn't know you were in Liyue too. It's always nice to run into a Brody and a Zoomin fellow. Wait, did I say that right?
Sorry. Ito is my least favorite character. Not exactly the least favorite character. Technically, every other character is my least favorite character. Technically, the single most favorite character is Sucrose. अलग बात है Sucrose C6 है Triple Crown है EM build, TPS build, Healer build, तीनों है
Almost. I think you meant fellow Inazuman abroad, boss.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we gotta look out for each other when we're this far from home. Don't we, Ayato?
Where's Ayaka? And why is Ayaka not here?
Oh, whoa, Checker! What are you doing here?
Why?
Huh? Oh, hey, Flying Lavender Melon! Of the sky-cleaving white iron variety. And my compadre, too! All my buddies in one place! God, today's my lucky day!
ADV as in ADV बोलूं या फिर अद्व I mean pronunciation थोड़ा weird हो जाएगा but okay
Didn't you say you were gonna knuckle down and earn some mora when you got home? How come you're back in Liyue so soon?
That's a very good question. ये तो मुझे याद है ईटो का मोरा कमाने की जो कैपेबिलिटी है वो उतनी है जितने मेरे चैनल के ग्रो होने की कैपेबिलिटी है
That could wait. As soon as I announce that Arataki Ito is available for hire, they'll be throwing Mora at me. Right now, I got a more urgent situation to attend to. I'm in the mood for some good, spicy
अरे
food.
कोई नहीं It's good to talk to someone कभी-कभी ये चैनल बहुत सूना हो जाता है वरना
Oh, and while we're here, we were gonna also see if Grandmaster Hanakado's okay and whatnot.
ईटो Yeah, actually ईटो का कैरेक्टर थोड़ा सुधरा है वैसे तो Don't ask.
Not too long ago, I heard a rumor that someone was hosting an Onikabuto fighting contest in Liyue. Naturally, I came here as soon as I could, but alas, it was too late.
What? You missed it? Aw, man, what a bummer.
Quite the bummer, indeed. Though all is not lost. Since you're here, you'll be able to tell me all about it.
Yeah, can I skip through this section?
Sure thing, my man. But let's catch up over some food, huh? Where's the chef anyway? Hey, get the chef out here. I got compadres to feed.
I mean, I don't know how to respond to this statement. So I will say, whoever created this AI is very good.
Yeah, sure, me too. Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm the chef.
Wow, Bullchucker set up that one for us really nicely. Gotta give him some credit for that.
The main chef is another guy. I'm just like filling in.
Good one, compadre. You almost got me there. All right, well, get the chef out here.
So, may I take your order? If you're entertaining guests, I can recommend the palace jewels, a trembling strings and rushing reeds, or
something cost effective. These two cannot handle anything costly.
Boss, don't forget the budget.
Yeah, okay. Got anything a little more, down to earth?
Pani hai.
down to earth. Oh, well, we do a mean humbly enough. Real hearty dish with a ton of flavor, and we don't skimp on the portion size either. That'd be the best value for your Mora.
Humbly enough, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds like my kind of grub. We'll take that. No need for anything fancy. We're all friends here.
Excellent choice, Ito. I'm no fan of culinary ostentation either. Sometimes a bro just knows,
Was that a bro joke?
A bro just knows. Yes, a bro just knows. Bros don't suppose, 'cause bros just knows.
Okay, can we go back to cooking,
Is
please?
this for real? Ah, whatever. Paimon's leaving you guys to it.
Same. Let's just cook for these guys and get out of here.
Let me guess where you're
Cook. Shinobu, how do you live with these
The
guys?
air was getting stifling, so I made some excuses and slipped away. Anyway, thanks for taking the hint earlier. I'll fill you in later.
I mean, channel है, तो और ऊपर से पता नहीं कौन देख रहा होगा फैमिली में से. So the answer is no. और अगर पूछ रहे हो तो भी no. It's just my personal view, to be honest. I honestly have no views per se about it. मतलब मेरा opinion नहीं. Overall, it's not that like I hate it or I love it. I just kinda don't care. Yeah.
What was that? Oh, it's gone.
I
Can I
mean,
go take a look?
अगर if there is a situation जहाँ पे सिर्फ हाँ या ना बोलना है, मैं वहाँ पे I don't know का explanation देने बैठता हूँ हमेशा. So, but that's how my situation is. Okay, chef. क्या
Gotta
करना है?
say, your friend's quite a character. Still, humbly enough isn't that hard to make, so I don't think we'll have any problems with this order.
Actually,
Okay.
what is it called humbly enough anyway? A hearty meat dish is a good start, but in Paimon's experience, one humble dish is never enough.
I said it was hearty, but I never said it contained meat. Don't be fooled by the appearance. It's actually just tofu, made to look and taste like meat.
Oh, interesting. कोई पंगा नहीं है भाई, कोई पंगा नहीं है. इसकी चिंता मत करो सर आप. क्या है कि मैं पहले एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूँ. काफी बार ये होता है, लोग ओपिनियन पूछते हैं और मुझे ये समझाना पड़ता है कि मेरा कोई ओपिनियन नहीं है किसी चीज की तरफ पर से. तो यार मतलब कुछ चीजों के लिए है थोड़ा सा इंक्लाइंड हूँ मैं ओपिनियंस में, बट ओवरऑल बहुत न्यूट्रल ओपिनियन है मेरा.
Wait, tofu's made of beans, isn't it? Oh, Bullchucker can't eat that. Guess we should get them to pick something else instead.
Yes.
What's the issue? I think I caught the word tofu.
Yep.
Wait, what are you doing? The kitchen is staff members only. Never mind. I'll let it slide. Ma'am, could you possibly ask your boss to order something else?
No one gets my bro Ayato like I do. I hereby declare that humbly enough will be an everlasting symbol of our friendship, or my name ain't Aratakito!
I guess it's too late.
Hey, where's our food at? Hurry up! I'm almost done recounting the epic adventures of Crimson Staff.
As you can see, changing the order may be a little difficult.
He's allergic to beans. Shinobu.
Oh, brother, his whole ego is riding on this, huh? Even if we break the news to him, he'd probably rather eat the tofu than eat his words.
I mean, how about you throw in some free
Sounds
appetizer?
good. I'll make sure he fills up on those. We'll just have to play the rest by ear.
I mean, इसका आंसर मेरे पास भी नहीं है, to be honest. Shinobu is like, okay, Shinobu is interesting character है. Technically, हर character Genshin में interesting है because सभी की अपनी back story है. Shinobu was a shrine maiden. Like उसकी जो mother है वो इसे shrine maiden बनाना चाहती थी, so उसके लिए well यूए में पढ़ने के लिए भेजा था and everything, but she was not interested in being a shrine maiden just because her family wanted her to be. Yes, that is also an answer. Kinda. That is also a very good point. I don't know. I'm confused. मास्क के साथ बेटर लगती है मास्क के बिना? I don't know. Let's start. टोफू काटना है, चिली काटनी है, दूध अगर काटने का हुआ. Okay. There you go. हाँ, डिफिकल्ट नहीं है बॉस. इससे आसानी से मैंने घर में खाना बना लिया. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Done. Toss. जैसे पैन में पटकता है ना मुझे. Yeah. बंदे ने बताया बहुत लोग. I mean, इसका आंसर हाँ भी है और ना भी है, क्योंकि मेरे खुद के 2-3 दोस्त बहुत कुछ कैरेक्टर्स के पीछे बहुत अच्छे से पड़े हुए हैं, कुछ कैरेक्टर्स की वजह से गेम खेल रहे हैं. मुझे एक्चुअली गेम का ओवरऑल वाइब अच्छा लगता है इसलिए खेल रहा हूँ और सुक्रोसा से कैरेक्टर अच्छी होती है. बट I mean, Yaemiko, Yula, Ganyu, बहुत सारे कैरेक्टर्स हैं जिनके लिए लोग फैन बेस बना रहे. Okay, swap ornaments. I would like to protect this and brilliant lotus. Finish plating. I hope.
Food's here.
Ito? Wait.
Oh, so this is humbly enough. You guys don't mess around. Woo! Love me that portion size.
Ito. It's tofu. It has beans in
Come
it.
on, compadre, grab a seat. We're all friends here, so don't hold back. I'm just gonna dig right in.
Boss, we should respect the local customs. Here in Liyue, it's polite to let the guests eat first.
Polite? Shinobu, I thought old-timey traditions weren't your style.
Now that I've finished, in the kitchen I'm a guest too.
Huh? Are you kidding me, compadre? Oh, wait, I get it. The food smells so dang good, now everyone's dying to go first. Well, guess I only got my own good taste to blame. Go
I
on,
hope he
dive
has
in.
his
I'll wait till
medicine.
last. Finally, it's my turn. Woo-hoo! I spy a big chunk of deliciousness with my name on it.
Wait! Don't.
Huh? Wait, what is it now?
You got this, Paimon.
Okay, here goes. Anyway, so, Paimon forgot to tell you the really cool origin story of this dish.
Origin story? Dude, who cares where it came from? We all know where it's going. Am I right? Down the gullet!
Skipping the origin story is like traveling without a tour guide. Trust Paimon, you get way more out of the experience after you hear it.
बहुत ज़्यादा problematic बना होता है.
Paimon makes an astute observation. Much as every tea must be appreciated on its own terms, is it not a waste of the chef's goodwill to sample a dish without hearing its tale?
My
Yep.
compadre's goodwill, huh? Oh, can't have that going to waste. All right, then. Give me the full story. I'm all ears.
That's more like it. Let's start with the ingredients. Actually, no. Let's start with the story of Wang Xuan, which starts with the history of Dihua Marsh.
Wow. That was an interesting conversation right there. But अभी तेनालीरामा की कहानियां स्टार्ट होने वाली हैं.
Now's our chance, traveler.
Got it.
Man, the tale of Dihua Marsh hits hard. People in the past had it pretty rough. Makes you appreciate what you got. Humbly enough, yeah, that's a good way to think about life.
Darn, there's no sad way to tofu from here. How did we get so off topic? Well, good news is there's only a little bit left.
If he eats that little bit Paimon, he's dead.
Oh, compadre, Shinobu, have you been eating this whole time? Save me some dregs, wait up. That's it, I'm done waiting. It's my turn to eat.
Wait, boss, that's made of...
One moment, Ito. I have a small request, if you would be so kind as to consider it. I left home in a hurry and was unable to bring any of my family with me.
Nice.
They've all heard so much about you and are huge admirers of the Arataki gang, so they will be devastated to learn that they missed out on this opportunity. However, if you were willing to let me bring the remaining portion of Humbly Enough back to them, I'm sure it will help to lift their spirits.
I mean, इसके बाद तो मैं भी flatter हो गया हूँ.
Yeah, I don't know.
Boss, you gotta do right by your friends. They're pretty big on that in Liyue. Besides, you did eat quite a lot of the grilled fish while we were waiting for the main court, including mine and Ayato's.
Huh? Oh, those were for you guys? Ah, dang it. I got too carried away telling that story, didn't I?
Yep.
In that case, pass my regards to your fan, bro. El Chefe, can we get the rest of this to go?
Okay. Thanks, Hayato.
Count Crushmore. Instant kill. I never knew there were so many elite beetle fighters in Liyue.
I mean, not my own personal opinion, but I've heard from one of my friends that Genshin के main character was attractive. So I don't know what to think about it.
Can you imagine? That would be tardiness of the most unfashionable variety. No, in truth, this trip is part business, part leisure.
Oh?
Every visitor has their own agenda. For some, the festivities are all the more reason to visit. For others, all the more reason to avoid the crowds. In any case, one way or another,
didn't answer
I
my
seem to have
questions.
ended up in the right place at the right time. Now, as for the leftover tofu... Yes, I'm sure Toma will dispose of it as he sees...
Okay.
I have to get back to the docks as soon as this meal is done.
So why do you come to Liyue?
Well,
I can explain. Boss recently found work as a sailor, which allowed him to hitch a ride here.
Oh, that makes sense.
After the ship docked, he had some free time to do as he pleases. He's been using that time to hang out with Grandmaster...
just because he's here already! No other reason.
And it out there is no other reason. Yeah. So, assumption. We're going from Fontaine to Sumeru to Inazuma. Just an assumption. But Liyue skip करके I think we are going directly to Monster. Because का कोई पंगा नहीं है. Kind of like a better.
Looks like that's all sorted. All right. Take some time to collect yourself.
Okay, boss. Day 3 done. Humbly enough. Time for one last. अगर क्ली आ गई तो मजा आ जाए. हे भगवान.
How time flies. My burns are almost healed now, so I should be ready to take back the kitchen tomorrow.
Yeah.
You've really gone above and beyond these past few days. Last day today. Here's hoping we get through it without incident.
Why does Paimon feel like you just jinxed us again?
This time we are dead.
We made it all the way to the evening. It ended up being a pretty smooth day after all. Maybe it's because we've gotten so experienced at running this whole thing. We've
Maybe.
come a long way since our first day on the job, haven't we? Back then, we were struggling to remember who ordered what. But everything's a piece of cake now.
हे भगवान. Sir, थोड़ा सा focus कर. So yeah, this day isn't over.
Yeah, but who would come by this late in the evening? Actually, now that Paimon thinks of it, Lenny and his
Mondstadt.
siblings came around about this time the first day, didn't they?
Paimon, behind us.
Traveler? Paimon? Fancy seeing you two here.
Okay, luckily Klee is not here. We are living on a trick.
Amber? And Yula and Mika too! Are you here?
We just finished an escort mission for a merchant caravan. The original plan was to make do with some rations for this evening and continue our trek north towards Stonegate. But Captain Yula brought up the fact that none of us have eaten Liyue cuisine for quite some time. We thought we might as well swing by the inn and see if we can still order something.
Ooh, so this is Yula's treat, huh?
That's very hard to come by. Yeah.
We've been eating the same rations for the entire trip, so I simply thought it was high time we had ourselves a proper meal. Do you have a problem with that?
May I take your order?
Good question. What should we get? Wait a sec. Why are you taking our order?
It's a long story. I was adventuring. I took an arrow to the knee. Now I'm no longer an adventurer. Started as a chef.
The traveler's been filling in for the chef here. You came at just the right time. You'll be the last customers to enjoy her cooking before the original chef takes back the reins.
Yep.
Wow, really? Good thing Eula suggested we come here. I wouldn't want to miss this.
No, you wouldn't.
So, what shall we get? I'm not as familiar with Liyue cuisine as I used to be. Mika, Eula, what are you in the mood?
Anything goes. I'm just looking forward to trying the honorary knight's cooking for myself. I'm sure it'll be a great learning opportunity for me.
Something small, I suppose. We have to hit the road again after we eat. Beyond
Okay,
that,
ma'am.
anything goes.
Okay, ma'am.
Wasn't it your idea to come here, though? Yeesh, this is like getting blood from a stone. All right, guess it's up to you, Amber. You name it, we'll cook it.
Huh? Then I
Yes.
guess... I don't really mind either. Anything goes.
पानी लाओ इन तीनों के लिए.
Ah!
Okay.
Anything goes, huh? Oh dear. This is a chef's worst nightmare. With no idea of your customers' palates, you're left to make a wild guess.
Very wild guess.
Still, now that you've worked in the kitchen for so many days, I have faith that you'll be able to figure it out. Go on. Show them what you've got.
You're almost healed. Why am I supposed to be part of suffering? Okay. Okay. Cook anything goes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me focus on the game. So, bamboo shoot, snapdragon. Oh. Hey, what else? What else? One, two, three, four. पूरा का पूरा पैन में पटक देने का है. Okay. Anything goes. And there you go. Time to use the decorations I haven't used. Finish.
This is delicious. Perfectly seasoned, and even the rice is bursting with flavor.
Nothing like a piping hot meal served straight from the stove. I've missed this.
You've put the finest Favonian field rations to shame, and that's no mean feat.
Yes.
So tell us, traveler, what's this one called?
Anything goes.
It's called... Paimon's guessing we can't just call it anything goes, right?
Yes. One won't go for it.
Hell, Paimon doesn't know how to explain this dish at all. It's got no name. It's just basic ingredients simply cooked.
basic ingredients, simply cooked? Really? I could have sworn that you put something fancy in here, or gave it some kind of chef's magic touch.
It's not the finest dish, but you need it. You guys look famished.
Not the finest dish in the world, but the one they need right now.
Yeah.
Okay, you've lost Paimon. What do you mean?
आपने अभी तक यूला, चेन्हे, कान्यू काफी सारे कैरेक्टर्स को नहीं देखा है। आप समझ जाएंगे एक बार आप देखेंगे तो। You've been on the road for a long time and you've been eating field rations the entire time. It's the Batman of food.
So you mean we only think this is delicious because we're so hungry? There's got to be more to it than that.
Perhaps the fact that the aroma of freshly cooked hot food is a welcome change from cold, pre-prepared rations.
Oh, kinda like the feeling of waking up to the smell of freshly baked bread in the morning? Huh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like we're back at Good Hunter again.
Oh.
But Good Hunter's in Mondstadt. Why make a point of trying Lyric cuisine if you can't even taste the difference?
Oh, I'm not talking about the taste. I
Yeah.
just meant the feeling of comfort, you know? It's like the feeling of coming home.
Comfort. Coming home. Well, Yanxiao did say we want to make our guests feel right at home.
Yep.
So in other words, the secret ingredient is passion?
I would say it's understanding. Kind of like reading the room and being sympathetic towards the person whose food you are preparing.
Despite how terribly cliched that sounds, I'll admit that it holds true for this meal. Well played. Mark my words, I'll remember this recipe.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, but you can't really have a recipe without a name, though, right?